Hello. Let me see. Let me get started here. Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, everyone. I have my best smile on today. It's 2 p.m., right? Or am I a little bit early? My son, my slave driver son of a engineer, sound engineer, manager, everything, he's beating me up today. He's like, Mom, you gotta go live. You gotta go live. Oh, yes. I got my usual suspect, Miss Ellis here, and Miss Felicia. Hi. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon, everyone. I am coming to you all live today, as usual, because it's Sunday. Sunday afternoon is time for, hi, Free. Sunday afternoon is time for Ask Dr. Lulu. And as you all know, last week, hi, Jennifer. Last week we talked about intentional parenting, and it was part 1, numero uno, of intentional parenting. Hi, sweetheart, of intentional parenting. So I'll just take 2 seconds to say who I am. My name is Dr. Ume, aka Dr. Lulu, the momatrician. I am a national keynote speaker on all things that have to do with depression, suicide, bullying in teens, children, and young adults. And I can't even today is like, I feel like today is even worse than yesterday, in the sense that this morning alone, I've gotten 3 different people send me 3 different children in my inbox. One of the kids is in coma because he was bullied and he tried to hang himself. That kid was beat up so badly, they gave him a sucker punch, burst his eyes, his face, rearranged his brows. Bullying is like an epidemic. I feel like the more I'm talking about it, the more there are cases. Or is it because we're now more aware of it, then that's why we're hearing more about it? I don't know, but y'all, please, raise y'all kids. We need to stop with the meanness and the bullying already. I don't know what to say. But before I get all excited, so I am a keynote speaker. I talk about bullying, depression, and suicide in teens, young adults, and children. And these days, I'm also throwing in social media and really pretty much parenting and anything else that would help us raise those kids just the way we want them. So I see my mom is in the house. Hi, Mom. So anyway, I'm going to get started. Before we do that, if you have any friend who is a mom, who is a parent, who, if you're a teenager, if you have a teenager, if you have a preteen, a tween, take a moment to tag them or holler at them to come sit down and let's get this party started, okay? Because we have a lot to touch on today. So that's my brief intro. Hopefully you can all hear me well. I have so much to talk about today, I swear. I'm so excited also. But anyway, let's get started. So real quick, just a quick recap. So last week we defined parenting, and we said parenting was basically not just being a biological, I had the baby in my stomach, I birthed the baby kind of thing. Parenting also involves the extenders, like our aunts and our uncles and our cousins and our teachers and our counselors and our neighbors and everyone who, in my case, I call my bigger, larger village that it's taken to raise my 3 boys. My mom, my cousin, all my cousins, my siblings, all of y'all are part of the greater village that it takes to raise my child. And there's a Yoruba African proverb that says it does take an entire village to raise a child, and I believe it. So if you know anybody in that who is a member of that village, have them sit down and watch this video with us, or better still, tag them. I know everyone who is watching me, from Kim Sweet to Mary Aladen, hi Mary, to my mama, Tisha, all of y'all know someone who knows someone who's got a teenager. Tag them. I don't know, is it bump or put following or whatever it is that they put to make the video come up or whatever. Have these people join us. Let's talk about this freaking epidemic. As a matter of fact, Tisha, who's watching, is one of the 3 people who sent me an article this morning about a child, an 11-year-old boy who's in coma right now in the Chicago area. I mean, how do you even, I don't know. Now, social media has its own drama, and Free is watching on my regular page. So Free is going to have to back me on this one. Free is going to tell you, because she deals with accidents and prevention of accidents in children, how social media, YouTube, is now like almost the #1 cause of suicide, if you want to put it that way, because they advertise on there, they tell you how to do it, they My mom says the situation has always been there, but talking about it has raised so much awareness. Thank you, Mom. That is true. It's better that. My mom says that the situation of the bullying and the suicides have always been there. Stephanie just tagged someone, thank you, but talking about it, and you know it's true because every time, even notice that if you bought a new car, every time you buy a new car, once you start driving, everyone on the road has that car, right? So I think that's what's happening. The more you start talking about something, the more you see it. But Stephanie, thank you for tagging someone. Everyone who's watching me, take a moment and just tag your sister. Okay. Call it short. Yeah. Just tag someone. Hi, Ifeanyi. Tag someone. Okay, so I'm going to say all my hellos at the end, but tag someone. Let's get started. So last week we talked about the definition of parenting, and we said it's not just me giving birth to a child, it's also the extenders, right? And then we said that parenting is a relationship, and I mentioned the fact that it was kind of new in a sense to me to actually recognize the fact that yes, indeed, it's a relationship between you and your child. Not that I didn't know that, but I kind of renew it, you know? And you as the elder, you as the parent, you are the one who needs to do most of the work. And in any relationship, as you know, whether it's you and your car, you and your pet, you and your neighbors, or you are your people at work, you have to work at the relationship. And so it is with parenting. And I gave you folks a lot of examples last week about, you know, if when you think back as an adult now, when you think back about your childhood, do you see your parents in those memories? Are they good memories? And if so, wouldn't you want the same thing for your children? When they look back at their childhoods, would you not want your kids to see you in those good, fun relationships? Wouldn't you want to? We all said yes. We talked about the fact that parenting is hard. It is difficult. It will push you to the max. It will test you. Yes, it will. I am a testimony to that, testament to that. It will push you, it will try you, it will test you, but it's worth it. Parenting is about the journey. We said that parenting never ends. And I was bragging about how my mom still parents me at almost 50. I have about 2.5 to 3 weeks to go to be 50. My mother still parents me because you never grew up to your mother. My mom just tagged my brother and his wife. Very good. You never grew up to your mother, so you always are a child to your parents. Even if they've passed on, they're always going to be your parent, and they always kind of guide you even from the great beyond. So that was just a little preamble. If you missed it, just go back and watch it. There was a lot of good nuggets from last week. So today we're going to talk about the fact that it's never about being perfect. And all the parents out there, I feel like I want to stand. I want to own this. Let me see if I stand. Then I'll be too tall for my laptop. Okay, never mind. Next time I'll make sure that I get it so that I can stand. Because I feel like I should stand. You know, I feel like the juice is just flowing. I should stand. But listen at me though. It's never about being perfect. Parenting is not about perfection. Somebody please give me an amen and a hallelujah and type in parenting is not about perfection. 2 P's. Parenting is not about perfection. It's about doing it though. Putting your best foot forward every single day. And like we said, teaching, leading, living by example. So yes, somebody type in parenting is not about being perfect. Can somebody hear me? All right, let me push the mic closer. Can y'all hear me this afternoon? Somebody, anybody, type in parenting is not about perfection. Or maybe there's a delay. I'm waiting on y'all, okay? It's not about perfection. It's not about saying, okay, thank you, Ellis. It's not about saying, okay, yes, now I've mastered, I'm now the best parent in the world. No, it's about putting your best foot forward every single day. And so how do we become intentional parents? Thank you, Ellis. Okay, guys, I need the hearts, I need the loves, okay? Hint, hint. It gives me my mojo. And Stephanie and Ellis, you know that. Give me some hearts. And indeed, if I'm making sense, just type it down. So how do we become intentional parents? Intentional. And by intentional, last week I said being intentional means being present and also being effective. Now, if you're watching me, you know that you can be present in the house, but not present in the moment. Your child can be in the next room, but you're still not present in the moment. So being intentional means also being present in the moment. That's how you become effective. Because then when your child needs you, they have you. Go back to when your child was 3 months old, 4 months old, 6 months old. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to stop for a minute. I only see Stephanie tagging people. Stephanie, 2 high fives and a thumbs up for that. Y'all need to tag y'all friends. If you know you have a friend who has a child who's a teenager, who is a teenager, who acts like a teenager, tag them. Okay, let's get this party started. So basically, I forgot what I was saying, and that's what my ADHD does. But it doesn't matter. It's about being an intentional parent. So, but do you remember when your kid was a child, how you were always there? Every time they cried, bang, you're there. Every time they peek, look, you change the diaper. Before they, oh my God, where's the child? Where's the child? I don't want you to be quite as anal as that, but I do want you to remember that and how effective you were when your child was a toddler. Because you know so many accidents could have happened if not for God and you, your quick reflexes. Your kids, even if they're 18, even if you're 21, case in point, they still need you. But case in point, last night, my oldest, my big boy, he was having a hard time. He had had a hard night the night before. He's a junior in college. The night before was hard for him. The next day he went to work. He said the kids were just not acting right. His boss at work was just not acting right. And on top of everything, on his way home, his car overheated and broke down. You know, one of those kind of days. And because it's two hours away in California, he was able to call me. It was 7 o'clock my time. It was 5 p.m. his time. And when I saw his call on a Saturday, because you know he calls on Sundays, when I saw his call on a Saturday, right away I knew it was something. He needed his mama. And right away I took a moment, went out of where I was, texted him. I said, son, I'm in a meeting. I'm actually the one talking. Give me a second. I'll call you back. And when I called him back, I could hear the waterworks in the background. Trying to be a big boy, trying not to show, but I could tell from his voice he was having a hard day. So you know what I did? I got off the phone and I texted him instead, because I know he didn't want me to hear that he was crying. But he had just had that bad a day, you know? So I texted instead. And then we kept texting. And then his brother kind of sensed that something was not right. His brother joined in texting, and we were all texting. And then about 2 hours later, I called him, and his voice was better. That is what I mean. Knowing your kiddo, knowing your child. Am I perfect? Heck no. But at that moment, I knew he needed me, but he didn't need me to talk on the phone because his voice was quivering already. He wasn't doing too well. So what I did was I got off the phone and I texted instead. And then by the time I called him a couple of hours later, he was ready to talk. And then we had a good chat. And so that's kind of something that happened. I was just kind of proud of myself for that. But, you know, that's what I mean. Just knowing your kid and knowing when to talk to them and when to, I guess, text them, right? Okay, so how do you become intentional parents? So the first thing is, for those of you who pray, for all the praying ones that give me an amen and a hallelujah, all of you who pray, start with God. Start by asking Him to make you an effective and intentional, a present parent. Ask for God's guidance. And then listen. Because for those of you who think that God is going to walk down from heaven and tell you, okay, Uche, here's how to do it, here's how to not do it. No, He ain't. What He does is He talks to us through each other, through people. So when you see someone who is a good parent, like I said last week, commend them. Tell them, way to go. You know, I like the way you do that. How do you get your kid to do that? Oh my goodness, how do you do that? Have them know that you appreciate the fact that they're good parents. And then, of course, copy, baby. Yes, it's all right to copy. It's all right to learn from the good from others. Copy those little traits that you see in your brother, in your sister as a parent, in your cousin, your neighbor, your nephew, whoever, as a parent. Stephanie has amen. High five, girl. You know, copy those traits. Because indeed, that is kind of how God speaks to you, through other people, right? So, and then looking at yourself also, how are you living? What kind of example are you showing your kid? I talk about this every single Sunday. You know, what kind of mirror are you giving your kids to look at life through? Because they're copying you, y'all. Everything you're doing, I got something aggravating my cheek. Everything you're doing, your kids are copying, they're watching, okay? So remember that. And then, for those of you who have your own businesses, please give me a high five or a thumbs up if you have your own business. How do you move your business to the permanent site? How do you move your business forward? Most people write a vision board or they make a vision board, don't they? This year, 2019, I'm going to go to Spain. I'm going to, I don't know, write 5 books. I'm going to buy 6 investment homes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get 400 clients. I'm going to, whatever number of, either way, you write a vision board, don't you? Well, I'm about to ask you guys to do me a favor. Do a parenting vision board. Try it. As a matter of fact, that's y'all's homework for today. Let's all of us who are watching today, promise to make a vision board, a parenting vision board. So you're going to write, I'm going to make Uche, I don't know, a salad on Friday, I don't know, whatever, as an example. But do make a parenting vision board. Somebody please write down parenting vision board so that we can look at that and then remember the things that you said you were going to do, i.e. I'm not going to yell anymore at my kids. Or from now on, when my child does this, that, and the other, I'm going to take a deep breath before I do it. Or, you know, whatever, however you want to write it, but just write all those things you want to do. I just make lists. I'm a list maker. I make a list all day. So make a list if you must. Put your list. Don't lose them like I do. Make your list. Put it down somewhere. If you're just joining us for the first time, I see a lot of people joining us. We are talking about being an intentional, an effective, and a present parent. And we just mentioned doing a parenting vision board as one of the ways. Thank you, Ifani. Thank you, Ellis. A parenting vision board as one of the ways to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to yell anymore. Every time my child does something, hi, Alicia. Every time my child does something, I'm going to take a deep breath, walk away, whatever, come back and do it. From now on, we're going to eat salads every Wednesday. From now on, we're going to take a walk together in the morning. I don't know. Whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, write it on a parenting vision board. Okay, I'm asking y'all to write it on a parenting vision board so that way your kids can also see and maybe hold you accountable, right? Hold you accountable, right? Because I believe that one of the things that the vision board does is it reminds you of what you want to do, but it also reminds you of what you're not going to do or what you promise yourself, because it's between you and yourself, really. Nobody's watching. Between you and yourself. But I do dare y'all to do a parenting vision board and let's see what it's going to be like. So next Sunday we'll talk about how many of y'all actually made the parenting vision board. I just like to journal and I like to write, so I'll probably make a list. But I have a spare vision board, so I'll make a parenting vision board. So we'll do it together, okay? High five, y'all. Okay, very good. And then what else do you want to do to be an intentional parent? So it's not about being perfect. You can ask God to help you, send you helpers, guide you. You can look at yourself. You can help yourself. Look at others. Learn from others. You can also remember to communicate with your partner, your husband, your wife, the other adults in the family that's helping you raise the kids primarily. Because one of the things that we need people to do is, if you have a husband or a wife or a major member as a player, you want them to also know where you are. Stephanie says she's working on a parenting vision, but girl, I love you, Stephanie. She's working on one right now. Look at that. Okay, so you also want to have your partner know that, okay, talk about what you want to do, what you want to start doing, so that both of you have the same vision, right? You have the same plan. They're not thinking, well, you're going up, they're going down. You're going left, they're going right. And the kids will watch and they will learn. So you want to convey all your plans to your primary partner, your husband, your wife, that's helping you raise the kids, okay? What else do you want to do? You know, all those character traits you want your kid to emulate, to embody, to dissipate, whatever the word is, you want to make sure that you start teaching them early, okay? And if you haven't bought my book, that reminds me, y'all need to get it, because in that book, what do? I teach y'all 16, definitely not all the character traits out there, but I picked 16 that I figured were the top 16 that, you know what, if you've bought my book and you're watching me, give me a thumbs up. Show yourself. Yeah, that's what I thought. Y'all, how am I going to stay number one if y'all are not buying my book? So please write down right now, Miss Ellis, Stephanie, all of y'all, Ifeanyi, everyone that is writing, hi Shade, my mom, write down right now that I'm going to buy your book and I'm going to read it before next week. Yeah, thumbs up, write down. Hi Dumebi. Dumebi has bought my book. Dumebi has bought my book. Thank you, Dumebi. Dumebi has bought my book, okay? Shade, still waiting for you. Okay, so some of the traits are kindness. For me, I think kindness is just like top. All this bullying will not be happening if kids were just a little bit kinder. Okay, so kindness is big. Being assertive. Being, Ellis, I know you don't have any kids, Ellis, but you have a sister, you have a brother. It's Christmas time. I don't know. Whatever, but you can give a gift. Give it as a gift. Okay, so please, Ellis, buy the book. Tell me your excuses later, but buy the book right now. So, kindness, perseverance, honesty, gratitude, love, all these things that you wish your child had. You need to start embodying them even when they're toddlers. Start teaching them even when they're little. Start infusing it on a daily basis. Be consistent. Your child is not going to grow up at 17 and all of a sudden no respect if you never taught them to be respectful, right? Great. So that's what I was going to mention about that. After you bought my book, and I saw Angela watching. Angela, if you're still watching me, if you haven't bought my book, girl, we're going to have a discussion about it, okay? All right. Let me see. So, if you want to be an intentional and effective parent, Stephanie, thank you. She's going to order for her sisters and herself. Thank you, Stephanie. All right? This is what I'm talking about. As you're saying it, you're doing it. In Igbo, it's Ane-Ekweku, Ane-Eme-Eme. That's my girl, Stephanie. You know what, Stephanie? I'll be in the Charlotte area in May. I'm going to come and see you specifically. Okay, baby girl? Yes, ma'am. And I'll autograph the paperback. I'll talk about that in a minute. So, anyway, your home needs to be inviting. Okay? If you want to be an effective and present and intentional parent, your home should be intentionally inviting. Have soft colors. Play music like I do. Go crazy sometimes. But make it warm and inviting. Have an open door policy. When I was active duty, that was one of my big things. I always had an open door policy, which means you can come in and talk to me about whatever, whenever. Can I fix it? Maybe not always, but I sure as heck will listen to you. You know? And I might even tell you, well, you know you were wrong for that, right? Or whatever. But at least my door is open. So make your door open to your kids. Make yourself accessible to your kids. Just because you're present physically doesn't mean you're present emotionally. Doesn't mean you're accessible to your kids. And if you agree with me, give me a hallelujah. Give me an amen. Because y'all know I'm just moving the stuff today, right? So yeah, agree with me, okay? Thank you very much. And then I think one of the most important things, hey, you know what? Let me do a poll. For those of you who are not in a time lapse, if you're watching me right now, what is the one thing that you can give to your children that you can't get back, but that they will need all the time? Unica, hey girl, what is the one thing you can give to your kids that you cannot ever get back, but that they will need all the time? And when it's time, because parenting is like a bank. It's like a bank. It's like a bank, basically. If you put the money in there, it's going to grow, it's going to get interest, and when you need it, you can go and get it back. So what is the one thing, if you're watching me, let me know what is the one thing that you give to your kids and you can never get it back, but sure enough, they're going to always need it, and even when you need it, who knows, they'll give it back to you. Who knows what that is? I'm going to give you guys 2 seconds. Unica said hugs and kisses. Aww. That is true. That's a good one. I wouldn't say that they won't give you back hugs and kisses. And I guess, okay, you know what? All right, you're right. But that's not what I meant. And Elise says birth. Oh my God, Elise, that is a deep one. No, it's not. It's not birth. Who else wants to give it a try? 5, 4, 3, 2, gone. Time. Stephanie said time. Stephanie, good girl. She said time. Time is the one thing. You need to bank up on your time, y'all. You need to bank up on your time, because when you need it, because you know you're going to, you want your kids to be able to hook you back up, or whatever the vocabulary is. And we know of a lot of people whose kids have said No, when I needed you, where were you? Sadly, but true. I don't want to talk about it, but I have a very close person who is going. Yes, Ellis and Stephanie. Yeah, I know we said it about the same time. I know that. Yes, and that's why I said Stephanie said time. I'm so proud. She's on point today. Stephanie, you're getting an autographed copy of my book. Okay, baby girl. Because she is just like on point today. But yes, time. You cannot get the time back. Read to your kids when they're in your stomach, when you give birth to them, when they're still little. Give them time through reading. Give them time through talking to them, teaching them how to do stuff, be it cooking, fixing, I don't know, taking a bath, brushing your teeth. Give them time that way. You can also make time with your kids by exercising. The boys and I are going uptown today. I love walking downtown. Downtown is my favorite place to go. So we're going to go downtown today. We're going to hang out and just bond. Just bond. If you guys remember, last Christmas I said I gave you guys this homework to create an experience with Christmas as opposed to giving them gifts. Create an experience. And y'all remember what happened? I took the boys, we went downtown San Antonio to create experiences. And what happened? The lady from the news found us and interviewed us, and before they knew it, they were on TV. That's what I call creating an experience, okay? I didn't even mean it that way, but it happened. So exactly, create experiences with your kids. Invest time. Also, one other thing you can give them is their own me time. Because sometimes people like me, who is like all over rambunctious, all in your face all the time, every now and again you need to also pull back a little bit. That's kind of part of knowing your child, knowing that sometimes they just need you to be there in the background. Like my son needed me yesterday, but not to be talking to him on the phone, just to text him. That was awesome. That was deep. We really bonded in a different way, but we still did. So do give them some rest time also. Then last but not least, communicate with them. And with communication, it can be verbal, it can be non-verbal. That's kind of where you know your kid. That's also time. It could be singing together. It could be doing stuff that they like together. One thing that I don't like doing is video games. I don't like them. But now I let the kids play video games, and sometimes I even sit in their presence and as they play. I think for me, that's the most I can give, honestly. I just don't see myself playing video games, but I'll play a board game in a minute. I'll play Ludo, I'll play Scrabble, I'll play friends and whatever words with friends, I'll play, other card games with them. So that's also giving up my time. I just wouldn't play video games. I just don't, my spirit just doesn't accept video games, and I've made peace with that, and the boys have made peace with that too. So I'm okay with that. So I think to end, I was going to just mention, so to be an effective parent in summary, or not quite summary, but to be an effective parent, one of the things that I've noticed a lot of the parents do these days, at least in America, is they over-schedule their kids. If you have a child, please do me a favor. Do not over-schedule your kids. One child cannot do karate, swimming, tap dancing, robo dance, or whatever. I don't know, I'm just making that up. Paint, I don't know, whatever. One child cannot have 6 different extracurricular activities. You want to know why kids are tired and stressed out and burned out? They're overscheduled. A lot of kids are overscheduled. I had one rule, and that one rule still stands. My boys, you only have one extracurricular where I'm concerned, and that's it. You're not playing soccer and then playing football and then playing track or whatever, I don't know, as an example, and I'm running between here and there. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So please do not overschedule your kids, okay? If you're just joining us for the first time, hi Bridget, we're talking about intentional parenting. We're kind of running to the end now. Do not overschedule your kids. And when your child says they don't enjoy it, stop, okay? Because it's not fun anymore. Don't let your child be doing something because you're trying to relive what you didn't do as a child. Oh no, you must play piano. If he doesn't like playing piano, that's it. Sign him out of piano. He might discover tap dancing. I don't know. But if your child doesn't like something, back off already, okay? And then, I was gonna say, teach them to fish rather than giving them fish. So teach them all those little qualities. Teach them the skills. Teach them the stuff that they need to be that effective parent when their own time comes, so that when they look back, they see you, they remember all the good things that you did, right? So my mom says I'm on point there. I'm not sure for what, but okay, thank you. I didn't see that early enough. And I think I was going to end by saying right is right. Okay? So there's no almost right, nearly right, just about right. Is either right or is wrong. Pick your battles as a parent. You can't win all your battles. It's okay to negotiate. Sometimes I do negotiate. Sometimes with my kids, I said, okay, we can't do this, but we can certainly do that. Okay, no, we're not going to do that because you didn't do this, and that's it. Something like that. Okay, as simple as that. But pick the battles that you can win. Pick the battles that you can win. Because many a battle you're not going to win. Especially as they get older and they become verbal and, oh my God, you're not going to win. So please pick your battles. Okay? Support and encourage your kids. Be the wind beneath their wings. You know, somebody type that down for me because I just love that. Wind beneath their wings. Be the wind beneath their wings. When your child needs you, you know, just help elevate a little bit and then let them go. Okay, so someone please write wind beneath their wings for me. Oh, my mom says at the issue of overscheduling. Yes, thank you. Do not overschedule your kids. It's not worth it. You know what? I know everybody wants their child to be Barack Obama, right? So do I. But we've already had a Barack. That's what I mean. So I know I'm not saying your child is not going to be the best that they can be. I'm just saying overscheduling is counterproductive. And if you agree with me, give me an amen. Because y'all know that I'm telling the truth. Okay? So don't overschedule them. Teach by example. And last but not least, know your child. You know, I have one child that I know definitely. Oh, hi, Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. That one child is usually good with, like, talking, for instance. Okay? We can talk it out. I have another child that doesn't do too much talking. Okay? And he's just not a talker. And I know him. And I know another child that likes to play ball or likes to roughhouse, things like that. So each child has how they are, who they are, and you need to know your own child. And so that, in essence, will help you effectively parent them, right? Because if you don't know who you're parenting, you're not going to be able to parent them. If you don't know your coworker, you cannot effectively hang out with your coworker or whatever. So that was kind of all I had. But before I let you guys go, just a few things that I'm going to be doing this week. Let me tell you all something, okay? If you guys remember in December, there was an article that was written about me in the Texas Medical Association magazine. And it was also online at texas.org/my first name and my last name. Go back and look it up if you haven't seen it. So following that article, how about the state representative, Miss Semfronia Thompson, saw the article, and she happens to be the chair of the House of the chair of the committee, the mental health subcommittee of the Texas State House, whatever. Anyway, bottom line is, your sister is going to the Texas State House on Wednesday. Yes, ma'am. And I'm going to go testify in favor of House Bill 10. Y'all, give me a high five. Yes, hallelujah. It's not easy when you get recognized for doing something that's right. Y'all better give me thumbs up right now. I want to see those thumbs up blow up the screen. Okay? I'm going to be in Texas at the White House, at the Capitol. I'm going to be testifying, me, myself, and I, all three of us, about this thing called mental health in children to support a bill, House Bill number 10. Can you believe that? Yes, I know it ain't easy. It ain't easy. So yes, your sister is moving on up. I told you guys, it's just a matter of time. Moving on up. Thank you for the high five, baby girl. Thank y'all, okay? So that is just such a big deal. I have to save it to the end, you know? And then, as if that's not good enough, March 7th, I'll also be in Austin. Wait, actually, March the 28th, I'm going to go see Michelle Obama. You know, if you care. That's major to me because she was on my vision board. Yes! Michelle was on my vision board. So I get to go see Michelle Obama this Thursday. Thank you, Stephanie. But yes, but next week, I'm going to be in Austin again. I'm going to be talking to the young millennial women. The group is called Alpha, Beta, Chi. I'm not sure. Forgive me. But I'll be talking to them about mental health and the workplace. So it's gonna be fun. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And also on March 11th, okay, I turned 50. And yes, y'all better give me a high five because it ain't easy to turn 50, okay? So I turned 50 March 11. All the confetti is going to go out. I'm going to go live on, even though it's not a Sunday, I'm going to go live because I can. And I'm going to have, boom, that's my book. You see that? I told you guys I was going to have my book published by my birthday. This is the first and only paperback copy, The Tester, okay? But after this, we're going to make hard copies. Stephanie, I told you I was going to give you one. Thank you, Unica. She said I look amazing. I told you I was going to give you an autographed copy. This is it. Me, myself, and my boy. Yes, we going places. You're going to have a live copy of the book. So no more excuses that I don't have a Kindle. The dog ate my Kindle. I like to hold a book in my hand, one that I can dog ear. You got it for my birthday. The power of the vision board. The power of the spoken word. When you speak it, just put it into the universe. It will happen. I told you guys sometime last year that I wanted my book on time for my birthday. Boom! Shakalaka! This is it. Huh? All right. Y'all know me. It's not too expensive. Go get it. Get it now. Get it now. And I promise you I'll autograph it. It's not on sale yet though. The book, the hardcover, the paperback is not on sale yet. But I just got the original, just the one copy to kind of look at it and see if it was, yeah, it's not on sale yet. To see if it's ready. But this is the book. This is it in living color. Yes. I caved in and I made a paperback. So no more excuses. So anyway, that's I think all I had. And then March 30th, I have my event that's going to be taking place here in San Antonio. It's called Parenting Your Teen. So what I decided to do is it's called Parenting Your Teen Workshop. I'm going to have a 5-city tour in Texas. And then, depending on how successful it is in Texas, we're going to be coming to a city near y'all. So Charlotte, stand by because I'm coming to you guys first. Then maybe the ATL, maybe San Francisco, maybe DC. You know, y'all look out for me because I'm going to be bad because I can. All right. Thank you all so much. And if you're just joining me, you missed a party, okay? Go back, put bump or something so that you can watch it or whatever. I don't know what they do on Facebook. But I think we had a good day today. So give me a high five. Stephanie, you rock, my sister. This here is yours. For buying all those online copies, you get a free autographed copy of The Real McCoy. Okay? Also, I'll see you all next Sunday. And I asked them, if you haven't joined my Teen Alive group, what are you waiting for? Join. If you haven't liked my Facebook group, As the Tolulu, what are you waiting for? Go on, like it. And if you have not, my YouTube channel still has the same number of family members what's the word, subscribed. I have not grown by one single person. Y'all, I'm not messing with y'all with that YouTube, okay? Okay? Yes, I'm going to go all around the world. I'm going to go to India, Canada, the UK, Nigeria. Y'all watch out, I'm coming. But let me tell you something. You need to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. It's a free subscription. Come on now. You know what we're going to do on my 50th birthday? I'm gonna be all up in y'all faces and demand that I get 50 subscriptions to my podcast, to my YouTube channel, to my blog. You know, we need to grow. I can't be giving y'all all this good stuff every Sunday and I don't get any love back. You know what it takes to talk like this and my voice is like suffering. All right, that's all I had. Before you leave, let me say personal hello to everyone. So wait, give me 1 second. Oh, I could have stood the whole time. Give me 1 second. I gotta go and find out who all were in the building. Just give me 1 second, please, please, please. So I had Ellis, I had Free, I had Francis Mutua, I had Felicia Arrington, I had Angela Garza, I had Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. I had Stella, my sister. I had Frances. I had Dumebi. I had Catherine Serda, Latoya Walker. Hi, Latoya. I had my sister Ngozi, who joined a little bit late. Then I had my mom. My mom, you were just dominating on the Ask Dr. Lulu page today. Thank you so much. And of course, on my regular page, I had Tisha, my mom, Jennifer, Chukwuemeka Agoha, Kim Sweet, Mary Aledeno, Elise, my sister, Jaffa Shah, my other sister in India that I'm going to go see this year, Stephanie Rodriguez Serrano, Albert Blackman, my brother-in-law, Uzma Chaudhry, always in the building, Uzma. Thank you for that. Adeze, Chibo, Ife Zulike, Monica Gary joined us. That was good. Kenyatta Caldwell, Denise Michelle. Hi, girl. Alicia Curitan. Hi, girl. Sade Smith, Francesca Joseph, and Uluna McBean. Yes. Bridget Lyles and Henry Pelham. Thank you all so much for making my Sunday afternoon the best in the world. Y'all know me. I got a lot of energy. I can't even keep up with myself. All right. I'll see you all next Sunday. Listen, thank you for your comments. Please share this video. We cannot have these kids killing themselves and y'all be sending me this information. Share this video, okay? Save someone's child. And I'll see you all next Sunday. Let me know what topics you want to hear about and I will get to them, okay? Toodles. Bye. And boom. Bye, sweetie.